so we let everybody first join in. Again, an unannounced live stream. We've been doing that for a while now on this YouTube channel, but well, I'm opening everything for the YouTube channel for the live chat, which is happening now. Pop out the live chat. Oops, sorry, 1 second. So, as you saw in the screenshot, I got the camera. Hey Joe, how you doing? Good morning. How you doing? I thought let's go talk about what's gonna happen this coming few weeks. So I finally got this thing. So it's charging. Let's see if I can show it to you guys. We got the Osmo Pocket camera finally. So it's a teeny tiny camera that has a gimbal. Hey, how you doing, Mondo? And that has a little tiny gimbal, which I'm gonna use to go out and about in Hong Kong, check all the toy stores, Hot Toys tour, was that the Hot Toys store, etc, etc. So we're gonna toy hunt. I still need a whole bunch of Star Wars Bandai model kits, and we're gonna use it for vlogs. We're gonna use it for showing Hong Kong, showing the toy stores, etc. And I also got this really cool mount here. Grab that. So I purchased that as well today. So this is a mount that goes on my backpack, so I actually can put the camera in there, and then you can see all the footage while I'm just walking. So I think that's gonna give some extra dimension, so you also have a bit of a feel for how Hong Kong looks like if you've never been there. And I will continue doing that in Europe as well. This is also an excellent vloggy self-vlog camera, because it's so small. I can put it in my pocket, it's very easy to use, and I just did some testing just to go today, and it looks really good. It looks really good. So really excited for that. So we're going to do a lot of camera vlogging and camera video shooting, and also planning, besides the live streams we're doing now and the vlogging and the toy hunting, also I'm going to do the daily videos again, with lightsaber news, Bandai Star Wars kit, model kits news, etc, because I've been out for a while with that, and I want to continue doing that. So I'm gonna keep cranking with those videos, and I'm thinking about doing those Star Wars lightsaber news videos while I'm walking outdoors, like in a vlogging type of way, instead of sitting here behind my desk and doing it in that fashion. I want to be out and about, talk about Star Wars lightsabers and other Star Wars stuff, and then just make those vlogs, and then to complement, of course, do the daily live streams as well. And then I want to cap the daily live streams to 1 hour time frame, so it stays fun for everybody to watch, and it's not dragging out too much, which just becomes really boring to watch. So it also helps me to, I know, plan the live streams a bit better, so I have like an hour time frame to do the live stream, then I have some time to edit videos that I want to upload, etc, let's say the vlogs and stuff like that. So really cool little camera. I still need to get a few pieces for it. I need some filters that goes on top of the lens for a bit enhanced quality of the videos. And also I need to get an external microphone, because the built-in microphone is like with this iPhone, it's like not great. Yeah, you got me there. Sorry, I can't speak it. I know what you say. I think, hey, something Brazil. Mundo. Hey, Mundo Cabrera. Visi tam. No, tambien. So my friend can speak really good Portuguese. He went to Brazil a lot of times. He always say he went to Fortaleza. Oh really? Okay, wow, nice. He always go to Fortaleza. Oh, you guys, yeah, go ahead. Hey, you guys go speak in Portuguese. Oh, sorry. Okay, but this is the Portuguese. Well, it's a different dialect, right? Portuguese and Brazilian is both mainly sort of Portuguese, but then different. I think it's something like German and Dutch. Like a lot of the things look the same, but it's also a bit different. Oh, nice. Okay, I've never been there. So my friends, they went there many times, and they say it's awesome. I don't know what it is. I think it's like a really beachy type of environment. I think it's really more for tourists. I have no idea. Um, anyway, uh, I, oh, nice. Okay. Oh, that's good. Maybe my friends know your cousin. They say it's really nice there. It's really nice. So maybe one day I will be able to visit it. I also spoke with Jen. Sorry, I just jumping here, but I also spoke with Jen and Alan from Vader's Vault. They're gonna re-release a new Gen 2 hero somewhere in June or July. It's not confirmed, so I'm not entirely sure. Um, hey, Dung Beetle, how you doing? So I will have to check out. I'm gonna um, enroll to that run because I really want to get the V2 hero. Um, or the Generation 2 hero from Vader's Vault. I'm also on the search or the hunt for second-hand heroes, so if somebody has a second-hand Vader's Vault hero for sale, let me know if it's a good price, because I want to get a few of them for the cosplay, etc. Not really seeking for really expensive pieces, so the price must be right, to be honest. And then also gonna get the Ventress hills eventually from Watto's Junkyard. Actually, I was looking at the different saber companies having their own hilt runs, and one thing I found, like a few of those hilt runs were not really actually selling out as much as I expected them to be. It was a bit of a mixed bag. Oh, 1 second, guys. I just see some new pictures for the new Star Wars film. So let me see. Ooh, that's cool. This it's the Knights of Ren. It's not a leaked picture. I believe this is from official newspaper. And then, ooh, wow. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at this very fast. Oh, Lando Calrissian and Millennium Falcon with Chewbacca. That looks cool. A lot of colorful aliens. Yeah. Well, actually, I think those Ventress hilts were from Watto's Junkyard. I think those are the Pariah V1. So yeah, I always spoke to Watto's Junkyard to get into their new Pariah run. But I told them for now, I just have to wait because I'm low on cash. It's a really expensive hilt run, so yeah. And I also want to have the new hero from Vader's Vault. I must get onto that one. Hey, how you doing, Naga? All is good? So really exciting, actually. I'm just looking at what's looks like Facebook is exploding with all kinds of Star Wars news now. Wow. I see Kylo Ren is fighting against again with Rey. There's a whole bunch of stuff now. There's all pictures, like they're from Vanity Fair, which is, I believe, a very popular magazine in the US. That looks good. If you guys have a chance, just check out the pictures. It looks really awesome. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, awesome. She still wears this. Sorry, she still carries the staff with her, Rey. That's pretty dope. Like to see what you get. So yeah, the hero for sure. I must get the Vader's Vault hero, the Gen 2, because it is really redesigned. So I asked Deanna, can I get the closed pommel, the bottom section of the hilt, and then put it on my V1? She said no, it's not compatible. So from that point of view, I'm very interested because it's really completely redesigned hilt basically. So I don't know if it's gonna be if I'm gonna like it as much as the V1s or not. Also regarding this little camera that I got, sorry, I just show it again for anybody that just joined in. The camera gonna be used tomorrow. I'm gonna start with doing the review again of the Vader's Vault hero because I have one on hands now. This is the second one that I will be reviewing, but it gives you maybe different views, angles, etc. And then gonna try try it out with the new camera. And the plan is then tomorrow do the fiddly testing still, and then we do the review, and then Friday I go to do the toy hunting in Hong Kong, and then we're gonna hunt for more Bandai Star Wars kits, model kits, and just check out what else they have. If you guys have any questions or any recommendations or any things you like to see, like if I go, I will go visit the Hot Toys um, headquarters shop in Mongkok. And if you want to see something there, or maybe some of the other Hong Kong shops, then I will check it out for you guys. Nega says, if you ever in the country, you can borrow review my hilt Gladius Prism V5. Awesome, that will be great. I will be back in June 29th. Well, actually, July 1st. It will be my first day that I'm like consciously walking around on that side of the planet again. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, we can definitely hook up. That would be awesome. Just meet up, chill out. Because here in Hong Kong, there's only a really like literally a handful of lightsaber fans, and unfortunately, it's not that popular here. And the funny thing is, if you go to Singapore, which is not far from here, there's a very big community for lightsabers in Taiwan as well. Even in China, in certain places of China, there's a bigger lightsaber community than here in Hong Kong, which is really interesting because Hong Kong would be the perfect place for lightsabers. A lot of people like to do the Tai Chi dancing or just hanging out in the park, stuff like that. I mean, it will be perfect place to actually do lightsaber dueling, twirling, spinning, whatever. But it's not that popular. So, but then again, it's a work city, so people are mostly too busy working, no time for fun. Yeah, exciting to be back soon. A good way to get around the sky high import cost is looking for hilts on Marktplatz and then let your electronics installed in Germany. Yeah, exactly. So what I'm gonna do is when I'm back in Holland, I'm probably gonna get some empty hilts, and once I have the space and the tools, because I will be doing the whole Bandai Star Wars model kit thing, where I'm gonna paint them up, etc. So I need a desk anyway with all the paint and the airbrush system and a little compressor for that and all that stuff that you require for that, doing that stuff. And then also I will have like basically a workbench to do that, so at the same time I also could do the soldering myself then, etc. So maybe that will be a great opportunity for me to get into doing commissions and repairs for people for lightsabers, and then not like on the premium level, but just like very small scale. If somebody in the area in Belgium, Holland, or Germany, or in UK needs some help with I don't know, some fixture up work, for example, or want to have like a cheap easy build that I can do. I start with stunt sabers, of course. I don't go for the Crystal Focus 9 installations, but it will allow me to, you know, have more touchdown with lightsabers as well, and it gives me another part of the hobby that I can be busy with without having to actually spend tons of money on buying these lightsabers. So hey, that will be a bit of a win-win situation as well. So I'm gonna definitely try to venture in that. Initially I wasn't confident on going into that route, but I've been speaking with quite a few people lately, and they all recommended me to just to really invest more time into it and try it out, because it might actually work for the YouTube channel as well. Hey George, welcome back. So we're gonna do that. That makes me exciting, yeah. But and then for myself, I will be picking up like say empty hilts, and then either keep them empty or install them in electronics. I need to really check, because I don't want to venture into buying all these hilts myself that I know that I don't really want to own. Like getting back into, for example, the Vader's Vault Hero is a prime example where I'm in my back of my mind, I want to get like a Saberforge Prodigal Son and a Corband L6 going, if I say that correct, the Luke Hero lightsabers, and then like the KR sabers and the Wonder Force hero run to no Wonder Force or Ultimate Works hero, then have like 5-6 different hero lightsabers reviewed on the channel. I want to get those, but on the other hand, I don't want to pay the price for those hilts that I just mentioned, because for example the Saber Force Prodigal Son is a cool redesigned hilt. It has now blinky lights, etc., but it still has the same issues that it has before. The LED is below the tin neck. The clamp card is just held in place with a magnet, can easily fall off. What else it has? The dimensions are a bit bigger and bulkier. It also has this, yeah, it's not high polished finish. It's like a chrome finish, which is, I think, powder coated or something like that. It's not real high polish like the one I have. And then also the tin neck itself is not real brass, but just powder coated in a brass color. And it has this weird nipple in the emitter. All these things, like, it's in the back of my mind. Like, I want to review them, but I don't really want to spend on these money on these products, because I know I will not be really satisfied for myself with it, because I know they're just not really great. Like the Corband Hero as well, the whole control box with the batteries inside, it's just very finicky, and the L6 Gullwings wants to be too much. It wants to be a crystal review saber from all kinds of directions and parts. It's not. It's just not. It should be either this or either that. Either it's a dueling saber, or it's a crystal review saber. And if it's a crystal review saber, it reviews the crystal here or there, and not like it has all these hatches and things that can open, and it just doesn't really work. And it should also not be multiple versions in one hilt. It's like a Transformers triple changer. Like, it's the robot mode is always like, it's always off in a triple change transformer. It's one of the vehicles looks nothing like a vehicle. That's what I have with that particular Corband Hero as well. Like, it's not really a V1. Sort of it is. Of course, it has all the outlines of it, and the same with the V2. It's more V2 than V1, I would say. But it's still do yourself is definitely not that hard. All you need is a decent soldering skill, especially on Nano Biscotti is relatively easy to install, but you will need a 3D printer to create the chassis. Well, for that kind of stuff, I would definitely source it, I think, from existing sabersmiths or saber companies. I don't think I want to go that far, because a 3D printer is relatively expensive, I believe. Yeah, Shapeways, yeah. I believe you can buy the yeah, I think you can just buy the product, like, from these different 3D modelers, and then Shapeways prints it out in 3D. I never tried it, to be honest, so but I did some research before, and yeah, probably that, yeah. And then yeah, then work on commission base, and then have the client pay for all the parts, etc., and etc., whatever is required. Have me install it live on video, for example, so everybody can see, like, I'm not messing up the thing. I'm not putting cotton or newspapers inside to stuff it up, or keep the thing from rattling inside, and all kinds of weird funky stuff. Well, just like deliver proper stuff. And of course, I'm not gonna ask commission money, especially when you start off, because it's like a beginning tattoo artist or something. You're gonna start off with gaining experience. So and for me, it's not really to make as a side business. I just think about it from a point of view that I'd be able to continue making lightsaber videos without breaking my own bank, and still have cool lightsaber stuff coming to the YouTube channel as well at the same time, besides the ones that I buy. So that would be more of a win-win situation. And it would be cool, because then I'm actually busy with my hands. It integrates with the live streams, and it's also like the Bandai model kits. I'm busy with it, painting. It just gives that creative flow going, and it's pretty cool. Sorry, the baby is crying about that. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, you're an IT guy. What specs are you rocking? Think it's time to upgrade my GTX 960. So in this machine next to me, I have a GTX 1080. We bought it around I think 2 years ago when it just came out. So really nice. It's from MSI. It's NVIDIA based. And what else we got? Intel i7 quad core 60 something. I forgot the exact specs of that model. And then let me see, a Asus Pro Gaming H70 170 motherboard and 16 gigabytes of RAM. You think the RTX is worth upgrading to yet? I think it is, yeah. I think definitely with that whole what's the game? Ray tracing, looks pretty dope. Um, I don't upgrade this computer yet because the GTX 1080 is amazing. Even Battlefront 2, Battlefield 5, etc. It plays it on the highest resolution. I have to admit my monitor is only 1080p, so no 4K. So I don't know if it would perform as well under 4K resolution, but Battlefront 2, it eats it with ease. I put the what was it, resolution scaling to almost 200%, which in that game makes like almost photographic like quality of the textures. It's amazing. Um, Merto Exodus is a good benchmark game. I don't know, Exodus. Yeah, I never tried it. So I'm currently only playing Battlefront 2 now. Like I actually deinstalled most of my games and I just played Battlefront 2 because it's also good for my son. What I did was I had like Counter-Strike, Source, and was that what's the other game? Gary's Mod and all that stuff. He was playing that, and I felt like he got too riled up by playing that. Like he get like really angry and stuff like that. And me too. I still smash keyboards even in Battlefront 2, but Battlefront 2 is a bit more forgiving. It's less aggression inducing for me. I still have it at times. Like I've still punched computer if it doesn't work out, but it not as much as if I would play like a Fortnite or a Counter-Strike or a Battlefield. I would, I don't know, sometimes go crazy. Louis should try Brutal Doom. Ooh, nice. Doom is always good. Actually, my son is playing Roblox, and he's playing the original Doom from time to time, which is then made child friendly or something. I don't know, but it's cool. The newer Dooms are awesome. I still want, the game that I still really want to try is that Aliens game, where you can't fight, etc. You need to hide and be very quiet and move very slowly, and then you have an alien. He's just always roaming around, and I'm gone. Sorry, screensaver. And then Alien Isolation, yes, super scary. I looked a few playthroughs from YouTubers, and it looks so scary. It's like Resident Evil 1 or 2, 1 I believe, where you have the slow pace, and it just you can't just run away and escape in the way you think you can. It's very isolating, as the game name implies. Very interesting, very scary at the same time. Yeah, very cool. That's definitely not a game I will be playing alone in the dark. No way. Actually, I have like a bit of phobia for xenomorphs. I'm so intrigued by them. I actually subscribe to some YouTube channels that talk about the Alien franchise and the lore of aliens, etc. And it's just creeping me out, but I keep being drawn to it. I got the unpredictable alien mod that for that one game made it dire. Yeah, I mean, it's scary as hell. And I think they're really the AI is so advanced that it feels like it's really an alien. It thinks on its own, so it's like scary as hell. Yeah. If you love the first movie, it's a love letter to fans. Yeah, exactly. So, and I definitely love the movie. So I'm gonna close the door for a second. Sorry guys, let me close the door with the baby's crying. So, not completely closed, but it's a bit better. I think he also can't sleep because he can hear the sound of mine. Yeah, super scary. And there was something for Aliens. Was there not an Aliens 5 coming with Ripley? I think she signed up for a new movie. I think I saw that somewhere recently. I forgot. I think it is. But talking about aliens, actually, one thing I wanted to say, I think it was 3 years ago now, that Shamim made that alien-based Bane, Saberforce Bane, all white, bony white, with a mint green or acid green tri-rebel tri-cree LED, and then or a tri-rebel LED, and then also like a specific sound font. That lightsaber is so dope. I reviewed the Bane from Saberforce, but that particular one that he made was so cool. And ever since I saw that lightsaber, I want to have a bone white lightsaber. That would be so awesome. Um, Oh, of Covenant. Ooh, okay. I didn't like Covenant. I felt the alien in Aliens. It was weird aliens. Like I didn't like those aliens. Oh, to be honest, sorry. I loved. I think I've said it a few times on this channel as well to you guys. I loved the alien. What was the first Prometheus? I love Prometheus because it has so many plot holes and it was just so. It left so much space wide open for me to fantasize before Covenant came out. What could happen with those engineers and that lady and I forgot their name. Sorry, they went to their home planet and oh my god, exciting. Um, yeah, Ripley Scott went George Lucas on the own franchise. Yeah. And the funny thing is, I saw the documentary of the making of Covenant, and it looked so interesting. Like they really had it felt like they really were working hard to a super good movie, and they're having all these boardroom meetings and discussions and creative artists making all that stuff, and it looked amazing. But then the movie, it was just like an action movie. So like, what went wrong there? Very interesting to see that. Like the whole the creation span of creating the movie was more exciting than seeing the actual movie, which I don't know. It's too bad. I hope a new movie comes out, and then there will be something with the engineers, and then the engineers are not the true engineers, but they have their own engineers or something like that. Some not crazy like Pandora box. There is no end of engineers, but like they're maybe a subspecies or something, or something really creepy and like a very deep philosophy in that movie that makes us really rethink like what we're doing in this planet. Like it really gives us a massive mind fuck. That would be awesome. Nega says, I like keeping the originals of the alien space jockey up to the viewer's imagination. The best horror is fear to the unknown, after all. Yep, agree. Yep, true. That's why I love the first Alien movie and the second. Well, especially the first one, because most of the time you saw little pieces of the alien. You never saw him in full. You just saw him close up, bits of it, and it's so scary because you don't know the full extent of what you're dealing with. It lives in the shadow, it lives in the dark. It might be your own darkest fear or your own your burdens that you carry with you. Maybe like a mirror of yourself in the dark, and you see yourself being your true dark side being so scary. That was so dope. Yeah, that movie is so good. Very scary. I can't wait to let my 8-year-old see it, so I give him the nightmare of his life. I think I need to. At some point, you need to traumatize these kids. Like that's how we got traumatized when we watched the first time the movie. I think I was 9 or 10. The scariest one that I ever saw was that there was something with Horizon. It's with the guy from Jurassic Park, Sam Neill, and that's it's like a black hole to the portal to hell or something. Man, that movie. That movie messed me up for sure. Let me see. It was something Horizon. That that movie is creepy as still to this day. It's so creepy. Sam Neill plus Horizon. What's that movie? Event Horizon. Event Horizon. Let me just Horizon. That is this one is super scary. This movie. It's I don't know. It really messed me up. It has some weird stuff in there. it's healthy for kids to sometimes be scared. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. I mean, you need to give them some boundaries, right? Like, how far can they go? Well, show them some gore. Well, not real gore, but something that looks realistic enough that they know, okay, shit, life is full of dangers. You can't just venture and just think you're like invincible. The world is full of evil. Um, yeah, it's a bit of a realization shock, and that what I have as well when I saw these movies. Like, yeah, I'm not as invincible as I thought I would be. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. For me, that movie is super scary. It's not like top notch movie. A lot of people, it's not. Yeah, I don't know. It's scary as freak, man. God, you get blind and stuff like that. It's just, oh my god. No, it's no. I hate it. But yeah, yeah. That's, I would say, yeah. True. Like, the whole idea that this black hole is actually just a portal to hell. That also draws to me. Like, that's super creepy. Like, you, you venture into literal hell. Um, yeah, super scary. And even if you get out, you're scarred. You're so scarred. You can't escape from it. So amazing. But yeah, I'm to be honest, I'm not really into horror movies. So um, I saw these movies by accident, and especially with this Event Horizon. I saw it by accident once on TV, and it just messed me up. But I couldn't look away because I was like, what the hell? Um, so normally I'm not really into any gore movies myself. Was it Saw? But a lot of people say, "Oh, Saw is nothing. That's not real like horror movie or gore." But for me, that was already way more than I wanted to see. Like, I'm not really good with blood, etc. So I try to avoid it. Um, but yeah, I know there's a lot of gore fans that love it. I think my kid, I think my son will be like a horror movie fan. I have a feeling like he really get into that genre. Just he's just in, I think he's already like interested in that. Not like he's looking at that kind of stuff, but I think he will be interested in that kind of stuff. I can appreciate good horror movies nowadays. They jump scare though. They're not good. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. The jump, like this annoying screaming, etc. You already can these days. You already can feel it. Like, if there's such a thing coming up, like I'm what I do is I just always close my ears because I will be scared of the sound, like the really loud sound, and then I still fly up off my chair. But if I just keep my ears closed, then I just see that scare and it's okay. The only time that I really jumped up in my chair when I was scared, I was in 1997 with The Empire Strikes Back. I remember that moment vividly, not because it's Star Wars, of course, but that was the time that I really jumped out of my chair. Was when the Minoc, that flying bat sucking animal, sucked on the screen of the Millennium Falcon when Leia and Luke were talking, and then about to kiss, and I was so soaked into the movie, and I never saw it before The Empire Strikes Back. So there was the digital up edition version that came out, and I jumped right up. I did not know what it was, and it scared the hell out of me because it was really loud in the cinema. You hear a sound, and he sucks onto the screen of the Millennium Falcon. So every time I watch it now, I'm like, how can I be creeped out from that when I saw that? Why would we be scared of that? Because when you watch it on your computer or something, it's not that loud. But there it was like crazy loud. Um, Naga says the game that scared me shitless as a kid was Echo the Dolphin. Nice. I heard that was a pretty cool game. Really? Was it scary? No, it was not scary, right? It was just, is it swimming on the waves or something with sound or music on the Sega? Yeah, oh, I heard of it. Yeah, but I don't know. I have arrived. Lord Antique Ashes has arrived. Nice, thank you. How are you doing? Munda says, in The Last Jedi, I would have liked to see Leia teach Rey. Oh yeah, that would be awesome. I still feel like the Last Jedi, the actual Last Jedi, is Leia. Leia is the direct heir to Vader's powers. Like she is equally as powerful as Luke. We saw that when she was doing the Mary Poppins in space. I mean, she's really strong with the Force. She just didn't let herself in with the Force, or and she didn't train in the Force because she didn't feel like that was, I don't know, whatever. But I still feel like she is the actual last Jedi. Well, the Last Jedi in, oh no, sorry, sorry. It's actually, the new movie is not called The Last Jedi. It's called the Rise of Skywalkers, and that's why I think, yeah, Rise of Skywalker. Right, Rey is not a Skywalker. I don't believe that for a moment. The Rise of Skywalkers is Leia. Leia is a Skywalker. Although their name, their last name is maybe is probably not Skywalker last name, but she's the son of Anakin Skywalker. She is the direct, no, she's the direct kid of Anakin, so she must be the last Skywalker because Luke is dead now. Who else can be a Skywalker? Nobody. Only Leia's a Skywalker. So she might be doing the actual continuation of a training, or she just like Rey, she just suddenly gets engulfed with the Force, and Force Ghost Luke, Yoda, and maybe Anakin, her dad, will teach her ways of the Force. Or I think so. I think Leia might have a bigger portion in it than we think. Yeah, or Akbar. Yeah. But yeah, that's the fun thing. You can always know. That's always the most exciting time now that I got used to now, is the time before the movies are released. So let your fantasy roll and come up with all these crazy things and ideas of what could be or what will be, and that's what I like the most. And then when the movie comes out, of course there might be a massive disappointment because it doesn't level out with what you thought in your brain it would be the case. But yeah, that's the gamble with letting your imagination flow freely. But I love it now, this period before the movie comes out. Hey Delta Squad, I'm here. I just got paid. I'm gonna buy sabers. Nice. Which one are you planning to buy again? Because I saw some message from you earlier. I think on one of the videos about some lightsabers. Nega says, can someone explain how the space bomber drop bombs in space? You know, where there's no gravity. Yeah, actually there's some YouTubers that make some videos about it. I think those were like, there were charged magnetic charged bombs. You know, honestly, I don't care. Like, for me, whatever. They use a World War II style bomber to drop bombs on a spaceship in space. I mean, what gives? Whatever. That's the one thing I think what we have as a leverage with Star Wars over Star Trek is, with Star Wars is more fantasy. Like all these planets in the Clone Wars, etc., they landed on, 99% of the planets was just fully breathable. They can just walk around out of the spaceship when they're landed, etc. And I like that idea. I don't want to think about, oh, they go into this planet and then they have to wear a whole suit, that compression suit and gas mask or air breather mask, etc. No, just go to the planet and just walk in there and whatever. That's what I like. That's just the fantasy part of it. With Star Trek, that would be unacceptable probably, but even with, I think even with Star Trek, they have quite a bit of leverage there in terms of the like the liberties of using fantasy. But yeah, whatever, the bombs drop, fine, I'm okay with that. But yeah, it makes no sense if you really think about it, but it's okay. It's a fantasy movie saga for me. If they're magnetic, I think I whatever, it's okay for me. What are your Antique Ash is asking? What are your opinions on Vader's Immortal? I don't know. I've not played it, and I did not watch the playthrough yet because I don't have a whole VR set. But I'm kind of interested because I heard it's Vader, and it's happening on his castle I believe that is also in Rogue One, on the planet where he lost all his limbs in the lava. Um, I don't know. Did you play it? Is it cool? Do you have like a whole VR setup? Actually, because for my son, I'm planning to get a PlayStation 4, probably just a second-hand one that we buy here, take it back to Holland, and I'm thinking about maybe getting like the VR glasses, if they're not too expensive for PlayStation 4, and then in particular for the VR chat rooms. Then at nighttime when they're at sleep, I'm just sitting there in my goggles in some sort of anime character, and then just talk with all the randos, and I think that's pretty cool. Um, oh yeah, you're gonna get the Apprentice V5. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, I forgot. No class, no knob. Ooh, sweet. That's a good one. And a mystery box. Ooh. Um, with they have 2 tiers now at Ultra Sabers for the mystery box. There's still one, right? I hope you get a sound saber. That would be awesome. Because it happens. It happens quite often actually with say Ultra Sabers that people buy the mystery box and they just get a. Oh, sorry. Yes, Saber Apprentice V5. Or is it Saber Forts or Ultra Sabers? I'm confused. The Apprentice V5. Yeah, no, it must be Ultra Sabers. Yeah. Yeah, and they getting at Ultra Sabers. There's a much higher chance of getting a Sound Saber. I think, from what I've seen. I'm getting an Oculus Quest Saturday to play it. Oh, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Nega says your Gladius V1, Mitsurugi 3K, and custom Coda hilt are the most gorgeous to me in your collection. Actually, for me, it's the hero. Oh, the hero. I'm just such a Luke Skywalker guy. I just love the hero. It's just every time I hold it and play with it, it's like, yeah, it's my bee's knees. Antique says I'm avoiding spoilers for the game. Ah, okay, cool, okay. Oh, you're playing it. Oh, you're gonna play it on the Oculus Quest. Okay, awesome. That's PC, right? Yeah, that's PC. Oh yeah, sorry, Ultra Sabers. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking Apprentice V5. Is that because there's also the Apprentice lights from Saberford, so sometimes it's a bit confusing that they use similar or same names for certain tiers, etc. Makes sense, of course, in the Star Wars lore to use the name Apprentice or the term Apprentice, but yeah, there's Ultra Sabers having a hilt called the Apprentice, and then Saberforce using a whole line of lightsabers called the Apprentice line. So it's like, which one is it again? But you said V5, so that must be Ultra Sabers, yeah. But yeah, I heard with the other sabers, there's quite a bit of chance of getting a sound-enabled saber. So hopefully you get it. That would be awesome. Let me know, or let us know. That would be really cool. I never got one. I think I got 3 times or 4 times I had these giveaway Ultra Sabers boxes, and none of them had sound. Well, what gives? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But what do you think of Wild Space Outpost sabers? Actually, I did not look at them for a whole bunch of well. Let me just open my Facebook. Space Outpost. Yes. Let me see. Is this Ah, yeah. Sorry, this is what is his name again? He is one of the like most renowned people that make like really high-end custom lightsabers. One of custom built lightsabers. What's his name again? Nathan. Sweet. Yeah. We actually have is that a Darth Ellis lightsaber in his banner? It looks really nice. Yeah, I think I saw his fallen lightsaber that he's working on recently. If that's not mistaken, I think so. So my Facebook is slow as at the moment. But yeah, I never had a commission myself from him. But it looks really good. Ooh, nice. Wow. Yeah, that's super sweet. And actually, that's his own lightsaber. It's not a Darth Ellis. That's dope. Are you gonna do a commission with him? Oh God. As soon as I see messages that have been filtered out, there can only be one guy. Here we go. Boom. I got Mundo says I got I got an empty apprentice hilt for another build later on. Oh sweet, what you gonna build into it? Hey, that's mother trucker. How you doing, Mike? Everything good? Sorry, for the other guys that just also joined, I was talking a bit about this stuff. I got the Osmo you saw on Facebook. So I'm gonna make some videos tomorrow. It's really cool actually. It has a gimbal in there and it's pretty dope. I'm super excited to start playing with it. It's gonna be a heck lot easier than using that big ass DSLR camera that I used before. Nega says, actually Rose is the last Skywalker. She will destroy the Emperor with the power of caring. Yeah, she will hack him to death. No worries, Mike. That's how things go. I'm still gonna need your help later on with the pouches, the leather pouches, because you do awesome leather working. I also want to get a leather belt from you for my Luke Skywalker cosplay with the big belt buckle. I need a big ass leather belt for that. Delta Squad said I wanted sound, but I didn't want to pay more than $200 to get the sound on a Dark Prophecy, so I got a Princess V5. Well, that's fair enough. I like my stunt sabers. I really appreciate them, and the sound can be annoying at times for me. Like especially now, like it's annoying. Yes, the episode 6, the Jabba's palace, the black tunic, etc., and then the robe, and then lightsaber, R2, everything. But yeah, definitely. Okay, Team Saber, awesome. Antiques Ashes said, think about doing a commission this summer, but still coming up with ideas for Estelle. Ooh, sweet. Yeah, for that, what I always do is like, I always, like, in my mind, it constantly changes because I always see these awesome builds from other people, and then I take bits and pieces, and then I end up with a design that's like crazy over the top because it has all the cool pieces of all the cool commissions that I've seen, and then it just doesn't work. It's just way too much of everything. So I'm a bit flabbergasted in designing now. Like if for my own custom lightsaber build that I would like to commission, I have no idea what it would be at this point anymore. It's just like not a lot of puzzle pieces that will not fit together. So I just gonna let somebody like do the commission for me and come with the original idea. Kaaskop and Unite, yes, cheese hats, Dutch cheese hats, united in the chat. Grow up look, yeah. No, I love myself the Return of the Jedi look. It's just I love the costume, the long robe. It's very mysterious and dark, but it's of course just a light side user. It's just yeah, very unique style. I like the long boots, the pants, the tunic, like that. It's just not the not the style of Anakin and Luke and Obi-Wan in the prequels. I like Luke's style more. It's a bit more streamlined, and also a bit more old school with the leather belt, with the big belt buckle, and then your lightsaber hanging off like a D-ring or tri-ring from a clip. Yeah, I like that. I like that utilitarian old school look of it. Oh no, coast, no coast, please. Coast Gunslows. I actually did not want. There's what we're talking about here is a Dutch gaming website. I followed this group of people for a long time. They used to be on a TV channel called The Box like a long time ago, and they make like game reviews, and I love them. They were like these crazy skater type of guys, and they're just making really funny way of making reviews of games, etc. When way before we had YouTube, etc. I think early 2000s, maybe older, like 1998 or 1999. it was really cool to see their game reviews, like PlayStation 1 era, and or PlayStation 1, yeah, PlayStation 1 era, and then over time it just watered down to a group of people, and there's one guy I really dislike. So for a long time now, or last 2 3 years, I didn't watch any of the videos. Well, normally I was watching their videos every day. um yeah, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that does this really dislike that guy, because the group got smaller, smaller, smaller. So there's only a few people that has a very strong presence on their website making the daily reviews and videos, and it just does not click anymore for me. I like the old guys like Skate the Great and stuff like that. But yeah, you need to be able to watch the show to understand that. But it is really dear to me, because it's like you grow up with that kind of group of people. Like it's like the Jackass guys, like you watch them for the longest time, and yeah, over time you see them decline or just disappear, and then you go on. It's, yeah, the Power Limited PU days. Yeah, Power Limited is like a magazine that's really old school, like that's like 30 years old or something by now. That's really cool. Del Squad, if you don't mind, I'm on mobile and have to exit YouTube because I didn't order my sabers yet. No worries, go ahead, order your sabers, do it now. Hey Elite, hey, welcome back. Thank you for enabling a notification. I'm sorry, the live streams are still ad hoc at the moment. I really have to. Even Mike, the Belgium friend, knows. I really have to fix that, and I will do that soon. I just wanted to show off the new little vlogging camera that we will be making videos with tomorrow, because tomorrow I do the video review of the Vader's Vault Hero. I already did a review, but I'm gonna do it again, and it's like 2 years later, like a university of a different hero. And then the next day, Friday, we're gonna do the actual vlogging. We're gonna go to the toy stores here in Hong Kong, and then we're gonna check the Hot Toys headquarters store and other stores, toy stores, and just go check out what they have. Like maybe you guys want to see something specific. They have a lot of Japanese toys, etc. Some of you guys like Elite, they know this place, so they've been probably here, and they have seen what they have here. There's maybe the same as in Singapore and whatnot, um, yeah, I think it will be fun to like showcase a bit more of Hong Kong for you guys as well, if you've never been there, and show a little bit of the culture and how I live here, etc. Because I will be going back to Holland, so it's also kind of cool for me to document that. Um, okay, here we go. Here we go. The Holland versus Belgium tension coming up here now in the live in the chat. Antiques, as you say, some coder remasters would be cool. Oh yeah, I I rather have, like, I agree with Mike. I rather have a new Star Wars Galaxies 2. I want to have this open sandbox MMO type of thing, um, and just just be ever whatever character you want to be, and in that world, and just be it. Like, you can be a smuggler, you can be a bounty hunter, whatever you can be an imperial officer, for example. That would be cool. And then just have like these zones that are either under control by Empire, the Hots, or other gangsters, or Republic, and then you can either live in these zones, and like the Horde versus Alliance in World of Warcraft, something like that. That would be dope. But yeah, it's definitely a new Star Wars Galaxies too. I think it will have maybe happen at one point. I mean, that could be the next big WoW replacer. Be like, if they do it right. Like, I don't think World of Warcraft is gonna come out with a new version this coming few years. Well, they're gonna come out with WoW Classic, which I'm really excited for at one end. I really want to get into that, because I started playing at the Burning Crusade, so I was a bit late to the party, so I missed out on that whole epic initial stage of vanilla WoW. Um, Molenbeek is a verrijking. Well, at least the Dutch are good at fixing problems. For example, Pim Fortuyn. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we clean up our politicians in a fashion that nobody likes. I just hope EA loses the license so we can get the games like 1.3.1, 1.13.13. Yeah, I do agree. Like EA needs to knock off with making Star Wars games, and it has to go to somebody else. I don't know who. To be honest, I'm not that first in the whole publishers stars gaming thing. Um, but I have to say, Star Wars Battlefront definitely has a massive revival. It's pretty darn good now. It's pretty, actually it's very good now, and it has a very thriving community, like a lot of new players. It's really interesting to see after 2 years the game runs way better, and there's a lot more people online than it used to be in after release, like the first year, because of that whole loot box debacle. I would not say that is EA's to praise EA there, but that game definitely got a massive revival, albeit it being still very thin spreaded in terms of the actual available how you say that, content, because it's still like, yeah, there's still a few modes and few weapons per class. If it's still, there's not much to it, but it's a lot of fun what we have. So I mean, it's okay for me. But I wish there's much more stuff coming our ways, like a lot more maps and upgrade, new weapons and whatnot. That would be dope. Um, Teo. Um, Capital Supremacy is fun. Oh yeah, I play it a lot. I actually play it almost exclusively because those games were last between 30 minutes to an hour per game, and I love that because then you actually have chance to collect some hero points and actually get a chance to get a hero, because there's always that few people that play like Anakin Skywalker non-stop and they never die, for example, and you never have a chance to get a proper hero. But with that mode, yeah, it's pretty good, and you can actually rack up pretty amount of kills as well. I think the last time I had like 80 kills. Now, I wasn't in the top 5, of course. I never am in the top 5, but they were really fun games. So I almost only exclusively play that game mode, because the assault mode is fun, but it's way too short-lived, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Sometimes I just get into it and just enough points to get like one of those heroes, and boom, the game is ended. So super annoying. I don't like it. um Nega says DICE should have just remade the old Battlefront games, less grind, more fun. Yeah, I don't think that ever will happen anymore. Like, they everything is behind the grind, or after behind a paywall, or a loot box, or RNG system. It's never gonna be the same anymore. It's all gambly based. Like, they won't lure you in the game for many hours, just like an MMO. It's just psychological mind fucks, these games. Like, they get you high on crack and you keep playing it because you need it. So it's kind of scary, that stuff, but hey. Nega says the childhood of Jabba the Snell documentary. Jabba Snell documentary. I don't know what's that. Sound Jewish. Jabba. Jabba. I don't know what's that. The snow. Jabba the Snail documentary. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm not awake. I'm not awake. Sorry, I'm not. I thought it was like a Sabbath or something, like a Sabbath to something. I don't know. I'm not awake here. So let me see. I'm just browsing. No, sorry, I'm not ignoring any of you guys. I'm just browsing the Facebook really quick to see if there's like something that I want to mention really quick. Because what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna focus on making these live streams and then keep them in like a 1 hour ish time frame, so it's more manageable for everybody. So there's like I'm gonna plan and schedule the live streams going forward, so we have set time frames, and that works best sort of for everybody. I know some of you guys in the US, some of you guys in Europe, so we have to find a middle ground there. But yeah, I try to get the time frame like an hour, maybe an hour 15 minutes, so it's not like super long and boring. So we can talk a lot in a manageable amount. So after that, sometimes I have to rush up to the toilet, take a massive dump, or I have to drink, or I don't know. Like keep it manageable, keep it humane. I don't want to have a bucket here. Um, I can't play Battlefront 2. My laptop is crap. Time to upgrade. Oh man, it's I think Battlefront 2 doesn't require a super high-end computer. I think a reasonable mid-end computer can definitely run Battlefront these days very good already. So I don't think it has to be very expensive, but in order to play it, yeah, you probably have to probably want to go either gaming laptop or like a mid-grade PC, or yes, get a PlayStation or Xbox, even better, because there's the benefits to playing Battlefront 2 on a console. You have way less or zero cheaters in PlayStation or Xbox. With PC, there's quite a bunch of cheaters. I experienced one recently that had like 200 kills in 5 minutes. It's crazy. I made a video of it. It's insane. And then also, it seems like the population on console is higher than on PC. On the PC is really good now, but on the on the consoles it's higher. There's more people playing on the consoles these games, especially Battlefront 2. So that might be something to consider, and that's actually what I want to consider. But for me, I'm really bad with the controls, so I'm just going to skip on that and just keep on the PC. I cannot play shooter games on controllers. um, but if you're okay with playing on controllers, it's a way cheaper than buying a new PC or a gaming laptop. I actually, it's not horribly expensive. I looked at like the Razer gaming laptops, but it's still like $1,000 for a Razer a gaming laptop, for example, which is, yes, pretty much 4 times the price of a PlayStation or Xbox, with Battlefront 2. So yeah, it's significant cheaper in console. Same, controllers are a good thing for me. Yeah, same for me. I feel so constricted. Like I can't do it. I no. I tried it a few times, but no, it's just not for me. But it's good for my kid though, because he will be able to play in a PlayStation and not have access to YouTube, not have access to other stuff, just Grand Theft Auto 5 and let's say Fortnite, and that's it. PC, mom, dad, off limits for him. So that's the idea. So good for my kids, but not for me. Nega says mouse and keyboard controls is so precise, can't even go back to controller now. Yeah, I grew up on the PC. Like that was where I started gaming. I started gaming especially with Counter Strike 1.5, 1.3. That was the really early one, but I didn't play much online. But 1.5, that was where I really started gaming. Was like 1999, or yeah, 1999 to 2000. Those were the years that I played. Yeah, that's 2000. Yeah. It's better. Yeah, Half-Life 1. Yeah, that's where I started playing like crazy, like online games, via dial-up modem, Counter Strike, crazy on a 640 by whatever resolution monitor, like the big CRT monitors, big ass HP computer. No, Dell. What's the HP computer? It was probably Hell. Yeah, Half-Life 1, of course, because back then you needed to have Half-Life 1 and then downloaded the Counter-Strike 1.5 mod onto Half-Life 1. I think now it's separated. Like now, Counter-Strike Source is an standalone game. DOSBox, yeah, I still use from IT. I use DOSBox still on the daily basis, for certain commands like robocopy, or check like network settings and stuff like that, or some drive shares. Actually, on the school, on the primary school I was when I was a kid, they actually had really old DOS computers with the green or orange screens. They didn't have like Windows 95 yet. Windows 95 was already out back then, but they didn't have the money at those schools. So we actually played like Prince of Persia on like those DOS computers with the big ass floppy disk, no internet on them and stuff like that. But that was like 1995 or something like that. So some of you guys probably not even born yet. Patience, wow. uh, I also played digger, like you have to, like it's like a digger thingy, and you have to drill holes in the ground and then grab power-ups or something. I forgot, it's way too long ago. um, but my fondest memories are for Windows 95, where I got the Star Wars Encyclopedia. I think it was already 1997 by that time, but it was like a Windows Encyclopedia on CDs, and then you could see like all kinds of information about Star Wars, like have little backstories and pictures. But yeah, I don't think that game will run anymore these days, because I think even the pictures and the videos look so shit. If you look back now, it's incredible how much we advanced. And Tika Asher said, well, I have to go, but probably see everyone in the next live stream. Take care. See you. Bye bye. Yeah. So good times on the PCs. I'm still pretty vivid on using PC, but I'm gonna actually move to Mac. I'm gonna buy a new Mac laptop, a MacBook Pro, so I can edit videos from the new camera, etc. And I'm gonna venture away from Windows for most of it. I did have a Mac computer in the past, but yeah, that one is broken because at one day the whole Mac computer fell off the table, and it's broken ever since. Not because I'm rich, but it just we had an accident at home, and the thing fell over, and it's really expensive, those Mac computers. So yeah, bringing it back for repair is like buying a new Mac in that case. So it's actually next to the window here. It's sitting there for the last 4 years. It was a 2000 mid 2014 model. It was pretty nice entry level Mac, 21-inch screen, dual core, whatever. Yeah, it works pretty good. I think even till this date it will work pretty good. Macintosh died for me in 2011. Yeah. Oh, actually, that's funny you said that. LGR, I watched his stuff. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I watch it. Um, he also builds like these old PCs, right? Or is that another guy? LGR, I definitely check, but I don't know if it's also the same person that gets all these old Windows 95, Windows 98 PC machines, and he brings them back to life by rebuilding them or cleaning them out, cleaning the case and install Windows, etc. Really interesting to see that. Like they have the old Voodoo. You have a box then, for example, with the Voodoo video card still in the wrapping, completely new. Yeah, yes, exactly. I love that. It's so cool. It brings back memories. Like me with the jumper, like with the little jumper prongs, changing the clocking speeds of the CPU, and all that stuff to get that extra little bit of speed out of the computer, overclocking my video cards with software or hardware, and then wow, what the hell? Oh my god. What? Oh my god, dude, no, thank you so much. Wow, amazing. Dude, that's crazy. Thank you so much. Awesome, man. Thank you. Wow, I'm flabbergasted. That's crazy. Thank you so much, dude. Oh my god. Wow, dude, I feel really thankful. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much, dude. That's truly amazing. Wow. That's crazy. Thank you. Where'd that come from? It's not Christmas. Jeez. Do you have funding for your lightsaber now? Or it's like, oh, you can't buy the lightsaber, then I will feel super bad. Crazy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Awesome. That's amazing. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Awesome. Thank you very much. That is really cool, man. Thank you very much. Wow. Uh, don't know what to say. That was not expected. Like, I see something orange. Like, what is that? Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow, that's crazy. Thank you. I'm really well. Oh my god, I'm still here. Sorry, the screensaver. Wow, amazing. Thank you. Dude, thank you so much, Delta Squad. That's truly amazing. I'm so happy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's the biggest donation ever. Yes. That's awesome. That's crazy. Of course, of course. Wow, thank you. No, 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 no. It's good. It's good. We're good. Thank you very much. Awesome. Did you order your lightsaber already? I want to make sure you ordered your lightsaber. It would be horrible, like, if you. Okay, phew, okay, good. Okay, awesome, awesome. Uh, Thank you so much. Wow, that's really cool. That's crazy. Thank you. Oh, sweet. I need to do that as well. Thank you so much, dude. Here we go. Wow, awesome. That's really crazy. Thank you again. Do a shout out. How do I shout out? Oh, is there anything I can do back, like a shout out or anything? Let me know if like anything. Send me a message and I sort it out for you. Yes, you did. It's a bit like you make eye contact with a pretty girl, and you think she will never watch back, she never will look back, and she does, and she smells, and you're like completely like giggly and like, oh my god, what happened? Like, how can I handle this situation? It's like you can't. It's like, oh my god, what happened? This is unexpected. This should never happen at all. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. But jeez, to keep to keep it going. Um, it's amazing, man. Thank you so much. Getting to Nega. Yes, sorry. Yes, that's the cool thing. Sorry, building these old computers like as if they're brand new, having all those individual parts all packed up, brand new, and then having this brand fresh installation of Windows 95 or Windows 98. It's super fascinating to me. Um, Also because I think that's the most exciting time frame of IT. Um, because that is the groundwork for me where I got into IT. Like I got. Oh no, man, dude, thank you. It's okay. Thank you so much. Awesome. Wow. Shoot. Dude, thank you. Thank you so much, Delta Squad. That's awesome. Thank you so much. You had to top it off. Thank you so much. That's crazy. Thank you, sir. Thank you. If I could kiss you, I would do it. Okay, okay. I'll definitely keep going. Um, so yeah, what I was saying, I was saying, when I grew up and I started doing my study in IT, the reason why I got into IT was my fascination of seeing these computers and having these parts, and you have to build them, you have to tune them, you have to install the drivers, and it wasn't a time frame where everything it wasn't automatic yet. So like Windows 95, Windows 98, like if you installed something of hardware, Windows didn't detect that device automatically as it does now. Like it install all the drivers, it completes the whole setup, etc. It's just it didn't work, and you had to figure out yourself how to do that, and that really fascinated me back in the days because it wasn't just a computer that you just set and forget. You needed to have knowledge. You needed to know what you're doing. You needed to spend time. You had to invest time to actually know. Okay, this is a motherboard, and this is what it does, and this is how you need to configure it in order to let it work with this or that. And it was very interesting because it required your hands. It required a lot of thinking, and back then you were like a sort of a semi god if you just helped fixing issues for people. That doesn't um no worse, no worse, Delta Squad. We just ignore you. No, no kidding, no kidding. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. That's really awesome. um but yeah, it was just it was tangible. Like you had something, you had something to that you that you physically could provide and people could see it, and they were like, wow, you're amazing, you fixed my computer, thank you so much, or you installed some RAM memory in the computer, and it was like, wow, that's crazy. Because if they would go to a computer store, they got charged maybe 100 200 US dollar in terms of euros to actually install it. Hey, I love my sugar daddies, but thank you so much again, Delta Squad. I really appreciate it, and I love sugar daddies. Nega says, yeah, definitely gold age of IT. I remember dial-up modem sessions just to look up how to connect my voodoo card. Yes. Oh, and then for example, you bought this for example, what was it with the video cards? There was something really funky with video cards. I forgot what it was, but it was just like the massive trap. That if you bought a video card, you needed to look for certain things. I forgot what it was. Sorry. Oh, it was just amazing. That time frame, that time frame back in those days, those were the days that dictated to me, hey, you should um you should go into IT because this is amazing. This is really cool tech. But nowadays, it's everybody has like a computer that's instantly, readily installed. Everything is done. Hardly need any support. Sometimes if it requires a reinstall, it's one push of the button. All the image is already installed on the computer, so you have like an image of Windows. You just press the button and it reinstalls for you. It's amazing. Um, you could get, oh sorry, Delta Squad says you could get like a grab bag saber, something, I don't know. Use my money for your videos. Awesome, thank you. I will definitely do that. Thank you so much. Delta Squad says buy a new camera. I don't know, I'm not a tech person. Awesome, thank you. Then we definitely will do something really cool with this. Nega says, yeah, that was a charm and figure out yourself. Yeah, and that's also, I think that's also a little bit of the broader spectrum now. Like that's what I had with IT. So now I'm at a point like, yeah, IT is interesting, but it's nowhere near what it was like in the late 90s, early 2000s. That period is no longer there. It's just it evolved from there, and it's not only movies now, so computers now, but it's just everything. Like everything is so readily available now in the internet, everything. So it's just it takes a lot of charms and interest away. Also with Star Wars, for example, like with the original. Thank you so much. It's okay. Thank you so much. Uh, don't go overboard, please. Don't go overboard, please. It's thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But yeah, you also got you got to eat, man. Don't forget. Don't forget. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, man. I'm sometimes wonder, like what would happen if I was a very attractive woman. Like if I would be in a very attractive woman on Twitter or Twitch, or something like that. Like, wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be amazing? I think if I would be an attractive woman on Twitch, let me just think about it. Like some of these girls, like I forgot their names. Like there's a really famous one. Oh, she looks really good though. Uh, she does those cosplays. She does those cosplays, and she looks amazing. And wow, she they make crazy amounts of money every year, and they do like these private sessions where they say, hey, Delta Squad, send me the PM, and we do something naughty, and it's just wow. Yeah, I wish I was a gamer girl. But actually I'm super stoked now. Thank you so much, Delta Squad. um, with that accent, yeah, the accent is raw, but it's okay. Jessica, here the expert is here. We have an expert in the house. Let me see. Yes, Bella Delphine. She's legally of age, right? She's 18 plus. because I'm a bit scared I'm making a video or talk about a person that's not 18. Bella, because she looks first let me check her age before I make any further comments. The fiend. She must be, oh, she's 19. Okay, if she's 19, that means she's legal in most countries, right? No, we don't want to get banned here. Um, okay, let's see. Age wiki. See, it has a wiki. She's born in 1999. Wow, that was I was playing my Counter Strike at that time frame. Oh, she's 19. Okay, I think that's legal. But yeah, yes, 21. Yeah, okay. Let's wait another 2 years. So no further comments. But yeah, it's amazing. But I think that's an other interesting dynamic in general about how live streams are basically the big next thing. They're already for a while, of course, but they're now the main focus for a lot of social media, even on YouTube. It's I think it's a bit of a shift over making the videos, editing the videos to live streams, and also because with the whole was that the gaming, yeah, what's the gaming industry where you have competitive gameplay where people actually win prize money, etc., and they play these games every day. And oh, we're gonna hit a message here, so I'm gonna take a look at that. um, but it's very interesting dynamic that people now can just like now we can actually have a live stream and we can talk to each other, etc. And we we didn't have that, like with YouTube for the longest time, how it was like you make your videos, you upload it, and then that then yeah, you try to have like your communication, like you think to and you want to tell in your video, you upload it, and then if there's any negativity or feedback or positivity, you can't really interact, only in the in the comments section, and that's get drowned out very easy, because people leaving comments everywhere, and so you can't really communicate with each other. And now with live chat and all these big platforms like monetizing onto having people actively doing the live streams, it's really dope. And I really recommend you guys as well, just give it a go if you want to do some live streams. If you're into it, just give it a go. It's a lot of fun to actually talk about anything that you have in your mind, like if you're into politics or hobbies or anything. Just have some people that are like-minded and have like these really fun discussions, because I feel like it's really mentally helpful to have these fun little conversations and just talk about anything randomly, but also like really focused. Like I don't really talk about politics here, etc., because it would be inappropriate. But like if I really wanted to get like in these kind of discussions, but I don't have like now, like I don't have any Star Wars friends, or well, basically yeah, maybe real life friends in a certain way. Well, I have them, but not like actively seeing them, etc. And then I still want to interact with people, and people want to interact as well. So this is awesome, and I feel like this is really helpful. I don't know really how to translate that, but it's yeah, it's really awesome. I really appreciate that you guys are here and talk with you guys. I know some of you guys real life as well, so that's really dope. Sorry, got some comments, so let me see. Need to catch up with the comments here. Nega says, feminists still saying I'm a privileged white male, but I can't get 4K a month for just showing my man boobs. Or you can try. They're markets now. They're markets. Like the markets are not only the females anymore. I Yeah, exactly. There's too much political stuff going on everywhere, so we definitely don't. Actually, I'm so far in that I don't watch the news. I told you guys before, I don't watch the news. I deliberately turn off the TV. I don't. I need to check my phone. Is it still charging? Oh, I hope it's charging. Sorry, I felt like there's maybe a battery gonna be falling. I might be losing the live stream very soon. It looks like my phone is dying, like literally dying, not charging anymore. So hopefully it's not gonna happen, but I got a warning. There was a 10% warning for my battery. Well, try to charge it with the cable, but it does not seem to work. Anyway, but yeah, there's a market for everything. So if you there's people that are interested in seeing that. So if you are interested in showing that and make money, I'm pretty sure there's a demand for it. Yeah, so we're gonna try to keep running the live stream, but I don't know if it's gonna die out my phone. If it does, I'm really sorry. It might be that this charger cable is broken. um, I like your channel because the honesty you put in your reviews. Yeah, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. I really try to speak my mind. Of course, I also need to be a bit conscious at times, like not to hurt people's feelings, because there's people that really like certain things, and it just, it would be a bit heartbroken if I say it's really rubbish and it's absolutely shit. So sometimes I'm a bit too harsh, but also at times I just try to not accommodate, but be a bit more forgiving. But I try to be completely. Well, I feel like I'm always honest in the reviews I do, because I feel like honesty lasts the longest. So at that point, I do like to showcase how I think it is. Of course, it's all opinion based, right? So people can have a different opinion, and it's completely fine. Um, Nega says, I feel like a lot of people want to express their politics online because it's a bit of a taboo nowadays to express your views in real life. Yeah, that's the one thing as well. That's maybe good if, but not if you do the live stream properly. I don't think they discuss politics on live streams. What they do is make the video and basically sort of look away. Like, I want to get this off my chest, and if you not agree, I just look away. If you agree, fine. Um, and then of course they have different angles on different subjects. It's like a little bit like a hit and run. I hit with my political view and then run, and then make another one, and of course views. It's a very political loaded time frame now, so you can get a lot of views if you're like really actively in certain angles of politics, etc., or social issues. That can really help to gain a lot of views if you have very constructive, good ways to be either against or for something, and have like a following of people that are like-minded, and then yeah, because then people want to hear what they also have in their mind, like they have like they see it this way, or other people see it this way, but as long as it like being emphasized by other people that are like getting a lot of views, they feel like, yeah, I'm righteous, this is the right thing to do, this is the right way, I'm correct with my view. So there's a lot of views from people that are, yeah, seeking they're offloading their political views online because it's more anonymized, but actually it's not that anonymous, honestly. The reviews helps a lot. Thanks, Delta. Yeah, I try to do them as good as possible. Sorry that the last few ones were a bit poopy, but that's really because I'm gonna move back to Holland, and it just situational. It's not ideal, especially with a little baby crying and cradling him. It is what it is. I mean, it will be better after that. Elite says you can't please everyone. That's true. That's true. Even sometimes on this YouTube channel, I sometimes have people say they have different opinions, of course, than mine. Um, I try, and of course, I'm only human, to not uh, write them off. Like, they have a very different view than mine. Let's say they're very anti this brand or that brand. Let's say a lightsaber brand, and that is fine. They have their own way of expressing their opinion, as long as it's done in a more nice manner, and not like say bad words or something like that, and start swearing and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I need to respect that as well, of course. And sometimes you really have to take like an eagle eye perspective, like really take a step back and like, yeah, it's okay if he has a different opinion or she has a different opinion because this or that. It makes sense. Like I try to put myself in their shoes and understand why they're coming from. So that's what I like about debates, or at least not. I'm not actively participating in debates. I like to listen in. I like to listen in conversation, see the different opinions from people and why they think this or that. And I think that's actually enriches my life and my point of view in life about many things by just being an observer, and learn from people's opinions. I learn more from other people's opinions and their stances on certain things than I am coming with them myself, because I'm not that creative from that point of view for those kind of subjects. But I do like to observe and listen a lot, and then learn like, okay, that makes sense. They coming from that direction or whatever. Yeah. Nega says, "Don't censor yourself in the fear of hurting feelings." Yeah, that's true. Um, but you know, sometimes people just go through a rough time in their life, and they just have like dispersed the moment where they just have a bad thing, and they just let themselves go, like let one rip out, like a fart basically, like rip it out, get that stomach ache out. um, People deal with things in life different per person. So I try not to go too much into it, but yeah, if people start swearing on the comments, for example, then most of the time I just delete the comments, because I don't want to have that negativity reflect to other people, and then they get like riled up and getting into kind of a snowball effect. So that kind of stuff I just remove. Doesn't happen too often though. I had it for a bit of time where certain people came in and just started swearing and stuff like that, and yeah, probably like a younger kid, or somebody that just had a rough time or something. It happens. I mean, we are humans. um, I mean, I also have had my share on the internet, especially early days. I mean, you think sometimes you think a bit like you can't say anything you want, a bit like you're like a bit like a god, and you're free to express yourself how you want, but you're not truly anonymous, and that's a bit the danger with internet and privacy in general. But that's different subjects, I guess. Um, but yeah. Um, anyway. Um, yeah. I I wish I was Bella Delphine, but I'm not. But it's okay, because we have still a lot of great fun here. Let me just check one thing I saw on the Elite Lightsaber Club, and then I'm gonna probably have to end the live stream very soon, because the battery starts to flicker in red. So I don't know how long it's gonna last. Um, One thing I kind of curious about, and I don't know what your stance on that is. So the new Star Wars Fallen game come out, and it has a new lightsaber design. And one of the first production runs that came out the fastest was from Saberforge. They actually nailed down that whole lightsaber aesthetic of that lightsaber hilt design, and rolling it out to production really fast, comparable to other lightsaber manufacturers. I think they're the only one that really jumped on it immediately. So um, that's kind of interesting that they're so fast, because they see a market there. But I don't know why Autosavers and some of the other smaller companies, they didn't jump on it. Like, it's gonna be a very popular hilt when that game comes out. A lot of people want to get that lightsaber design. I'm pretty sure of that. Just look at Starkiller's lightsaber. Any game related lightsaber like the Gladius, when the Star Wars The Old Republic came out, it's gonna be really doing well. So I think Saberforge anticipated that based on their past experiences, and now we're already cashing in on that. So I don't know why the other saber companies didn't come out with their own version yet. Why they're lagging so much? I don't know, because the design is not that intrigued. Like there's not much more to it. Like it's already established. So um, yeah, but how would be Saberforge? How would Saberforge be able to do that so fast then? Because we have Thomas Snyder, the lead designer at Saberforge. He probably just whipped it out of his AutoCAD or whatever 3D editing software he used to design that whole product. And then you have to send it off to the. Yeah, you think this one is made in the US? Maybe the first few batches are made in the US. That might be possible. Or you think there will be outsourced to China and I don't know. Yeah, but even Saberforts, most of their hilts come from China, but they do have a whole CNC farm now in their main factory in US. So maybe the first batch of these hilts actually were actually in-house made in the US, and hence the slightly higher price of $200 MT. And then I think for the second or third batches or the future batches, it will actually be outsourced to their main contractor in China. That would make sense, because I know a lot of the parts actually made in China, which is not bad. I just thinking out loud, how can Saberforce be on top of that new lightsaber? Like even the new the Graflax from Ray. Um, I know the individual saber installers are working on it. They have their own versions. Makoto sabers, KR sabers is working on. A whole bunch of those guys are working on their own versions, but I don't see any runs yet, like production runs. Or I feel like are they all gonna be coming at the same time, or because I feel like they're gonna be late to the party. Saberforce is gonna cash in a lot now, I think, on that particular hilt from the Fallen order. So I think they're doing a really good job there in terms of basically taking the entire market for now till more companies come out with that particular hilt if they want to come out. But I think there will be a lot of demand for it. More sabersmiths use sign a China market, yep, which is missing out quality control and stuff. So I think the CNC does it. Yeah, I think so then. Nega says, I just felt such a quality dip from Saberforce ever since they went big. Miss the old solid piece machine hilts. Yeah, so I missed out on that period. I was a bit late to the party. I was into the hobby around the Force Awakens. There was, I think, 2015-ish, mid 2015. By that time, I think it was already outsourced. Like the old Saberforce Gladius, amazing one-piece hilt. Oh, I love that thing. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the quality goes down now recently or go up, because to be honest, there's a lot of redesigned hilts from Saberforce, and they look like they're actually improved in terms of engineering. I don't know if the quality of the hilts are better, but the engineering has been improved over older flaws of the older versions. So like the Dissident, the Prodigal Son, the Redeemer, and a bunch of other ones. They actually have been redesigned in a better form. So I think that's pretty good. Nega says, I have to go to work. Success with movement. Hit me up when you're on the ground. I will. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good day at work, and see you soon. We keep in touch when I'm back. It will be great. Get Mike to come as well. We have like a cool meet and greet or something. Like bring all sabers and just have a nice pizza day or something, or do something cool. Go to whatever, a big theme park or something, like I don't know, Six Flags or something. It would be cool. Yeah, of course. Getting back to Elite Comrade, yes, a Saberforce does have a certain rap, which is not good. But they have still a massive offset, like a massive offset, and people just buy it. So and it's a bit funny because it's also some really renowned people in the community still keep buying their products for commissions, etc., or keep doing commissions for their products for clients. I'm a bit in the middle ground. I'm like, yeah, they're not great for sure, but it's just the ease and convenience for people within the U.S., mainly U.S., because that's the biggest offset market. It's just yeah, I don't know. It's like a force that cannot be stopped, like Alta Sabers and Saberforts. Oh, new photos from Truss. I sent a link. Ooh, awesome. Thank you. Oh, a little bit of an insight. So, I spoke with Jenna and Ellen, right, about that Vader's Vault Gen 2 hero. Now, she didn't mention anything that cannot be mentioned, or she didn't mention anything that was confidential, but she just mentioned that the Gen 2 hero would come around June, July, and we were waiting for the new soundboard to come out, the new Plectral Lab soundboard. So I predict that will be the same time. So somewhere in probably end of June, July, we can expect the new soundboard from Plectral Labs to be released. So I'm kind of interested in that because I have no further information on that. So I don't know. I don't think that was like super confidential or anything. But that would be interesting that we can hopefully have that new soundboard coming out from Plectral Labs in that time frame. I think that that's gonna be a very interesting time frame with the Profi boards, etc. And then the new Plectral Lab soundboard. Will the price go down? Will remain the same? Will the features be more enriched, more premium? Will we get something additional besides the super smooth swing, etc.? I don't know. I'm super. Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry, I got a link here. I got a scoop here on the. Oh. Oh, this is. Yes, I just checked those pictures. Sorry, Tross. Yes, I watched them. Not all of them. I keep seeing new pictures for the new the last sorry, the Rise of Skywalker. I keep seeing new pictures. I'm just looking at now. It looks like Kylo's Ren costume changed a little bit again. It looks like his leather draped cape. It looks a bit different on the top. Probably not. It looks nice. Yeah, I the Knights of Ren looks awesome. No lightsabers though. Doesn't look like they're actual force sensitive lightsaber wielding people. But this lady with the purple dress, she looks really interesting. I don't know if she's having holsters with pistols in them. Yeah, those are probably pistols. So it's like a merc or something. Those are not lightsabers, right? No, I don't think so. No, they're doesn't look like it. And then there's this High General as well with Hux, which is interesting. And then this picture on like a Tatooine-like planet. It's gonna be super interesting. Yeah, so Kylo and Rey fighting again, and I don't want to be sounding very salty, but they wear the exact same stuff they did in the last three movies now. The last two movies. Like, why not like Luke Skywalker? She comes in completely different set of clothes. Like, not just a different shade, but like literally completely different wardrobe. Like Darth Vader never really changed massive amounts. Yeah, just small bits and pieces on his uniform that were just a bit inconsistent. But it wasn't like, Kylo is the bad guy with the mask, so I'm okay if he wears the same. But I wish Rey would have something completely different for this movie. And then, yeah, that looks dope. This fight scene, but looks like they're fighting. Oh, actually, so they're fighting in water, right? And in that shot in the teaser trailer, they actually saw overlooked the Death Star, and the Death Star was submerged in halfway in water. So it might be the same location as the broken Death Star, which probably is on Endor. And then they have this fight or scene in a desert as well, and it looks like they have the same traveling clothes on. Like, I'm looking at Ray, and she wears the same traveling gear as she does when they're at the Naboo planet with the Death Star. So it looks like that there's a quest. They're on a quest for a long period of time in the movie, maybe in different planets for something. Cause that is his legend costume. I see. Okay, okay. That sounds interesting. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Um, and then we also have this scene of Finn with a girl with a bow and arrow, and they're doing stuff. And this looks to like to be another planet. So I think they're gonna be at least 3 different planets. Perhaps one. I guess it's Naboo. One is a green, grassy planet, and one is like um, this planet with a lot of sand. Hmm. Actually, Ray's clothes do look a bit different. She has this hoodie now. Yeah, it does look different, but it's the details are a bit fine. Accent. Yeah, it looks good though. I don't know if this is gonna be Jeddah or this is gonna be another planet. Actually, now I'm looking at it. That female with the purple clothes and the big golden mask. She's on a different planet. Like, I see snow on the ground. So there might be even 4 planets coming back in this movie. Hmm. Yeah, the Hood of Pure Right. That looks pretty cool. But the details are not. It's not like overly visible. Like, it's very subtle changes to the gear, to her tunic. I wish that she was just wearing something completely different. That I don't know. I just have that wish she had something else. Um, but the fight scene looks cool again. So they're gonna be fighting again. That's interesting. Is Kylo's Ren lightsaber not unstable in that picture? It's probably just the picture being small. Yeah, it's probably unstable. That's cool. It's a lot of stuff coming out now. It's kind of interesting that they let this big magazine in the US already have this massive scoop of new behind the scene pictures. Probably they really want to hype people up now, but it's only almost end of May, and the movie comes out in December, so there's still a 6 month time frame. So is that too early to show all these pictures, or is that the right time? I think this like a psychological thing they do, right? So they first give you some really cool stuff, but they do it early, so it's gonna give you hyped up, and then you still have a half a year to go, and then when it slows down a bit, they come out with some amazing trailers, etc. 3 months beforehand, and then keep you this half year, keep you going and in the flow for the movie, so it builds up. I don't know. They probably have a whole team of a thinking team behind how this works for them. Um, Publishing privileges. Yeah, I guess they're paying a lot of money to get this privilege, but it looks really cool. It looks really interesting. But yeah, Anakin would not like sand, so maybe that's the reason why they're the sand planet, because I don't know, keep Anakin away. Um, I'm just looking if I can find something interesting in the pictures that just like some. I also see the back the flashback of Luke with R2D2 at that temple again. So is that gonna mean that we're gonna see Luke again in a flashback? Probably it's a flashback, because he wear exactly the same in his previous flashbacks, where he saw his temple burning. Force Ghost? Yeah, he's not too blue for a Force Ghost. He's maybe it's not. Uh, a Force Ghost should have a blue shadow, right? A blue aura around it. Should be half translucent by then, if he's actual dead. Um. Oh, is that my phone dying? No, okay. Looks like my phone still works. I think they're going back to Jakku, maybe. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure this out. The Millennium Falcon looks. It's in space. I have no idea what we can expect. Like, I just let myself surprised. I'm not gonna read too much more in it. I'm just gonna let myself be completely surprised. I did that with The Force Awakens. I didn't look at any spoilers. I didn't any leaks. I didn't follow anything. I just let myself completely surprised, and I think that's the best thing. I've already probably seen a little bit too much with all these pictures, so. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah, exactly. Let the movie do its magic. Let the movie just come and do its magic, and yeah, we're gonna be fully surprised and have this amazing movie, and I think it's gonna be epic. I know it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic. Yeah, yeah. And that note, actually, about of my phone. Sorry, guys, the phone is doing really weird stuff. Um, but those Star Wars vintage collection, the original Star Wars figures, the toys, are now being repackaged and I think my phone is dying. Yeah, I think my phone is not liking this anymore, guys. I think it's I got you that for really amazing. Thank you so much. I still cannot grasp that. It's really awesome. Thank you so much. And for the rest, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it, and hopefully we see you tomorrow. And um,